other stories can we share? What about stories that went out back when I was still in Michigan? Let's go back that far.
That's forever ago.
Oh,
Stories. I like
like
this story time.
Yeah, story time.
I have a great story. I have a fantastic story. Hey, Matt, do you remember that one time you ate a fish?
Oh my god. Oh. Alright, so we're... Oh,
Hey, Matt, do you remember that one
ago?
time that... Oh, wait, no, we're just gonna leave the next part as a surprise.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright, so there I was at our friend Morgan's house. Shout out to Morgan. We're just there chilling.
It was just you and I. We got there before he did.
Yeah, that's right. We were just at his house. And
Yeah,
he wasn't there.
which wasn't unusual. It was not unusual for people to be at his house without him or anybody else being there. So that was fine.
No,
Anyways.
that was a typical thing. Yeah. Anyways, so there we were there. I remember how long were we there before he got there?
We were there for, I don't know, a while. We shot like a few games of pool.
Oh my god. Okay. So, okay, we got to back up before the fish story. All right. So that's spoilers to the future.
Yeah. Forget everything you just heard.
Just forget. Okay. Just pretend you didn't hear it. Okay. So there we were. We were playing pool. And what brought upon us that we need to make a bet?
Because it was like the very end, and we were betting each other who, like, on your shot, if you won on that the last shot, then
Okay.
you got to, you had to give the other person, like a dare pretty much, or like you bet and you had to do the bet.
Okay. So we were doing some bets. All right, and then it came down where I had to make the 8-ball shot. I had to make the winning shot, and I was like, okay, if I make the shot, and it was a pretty tough shot. All right, it was a pretty
Yeah.
It was a mediocre shot that I had to make, and so there I am trying to make the shot. And then I'm like, okay, wait, man, what do I need? If I lose, what do I get? And what if I win, what do I get? No, maybe it was just the loser has something, and we decided that the loser got to place their hand on a table while the other one just took this big ass book, like a big ass book.
Didn't we end up choosing a Tom Clancy book?
It was a Tom Clancy book, yeah, hardcover. I believe.
Okay.
Um,
Yes.
we're like we need to. The loser has to put his hand on the table, and the other person gets to just slam the book on their hand as hard as they possibly can, like full force.
Sounds safe.
Completely safe. So there I am. I have the chance to make this shot, and it's a mediocre
And
shot.
to break my fingers.
And to break Nate's fingers, because I'm just like I'm having fantasies about it. I'm ready, and then I completely screw up. Like
Yeah.
I missed the
sad.
cue ball. Like it was just terrible. The ball just went off to the side.
bad.
It was the
bad.
worst shot ever.
I even felt a little bit bad.
So there I was, with my hand on the table, and Nate with a Tom Clancy book in his hand. And it sounds like he almost died.
Sneaky
So there I
zombies.
was.
Okay, anyways, continue.
And you just full force that book on my hand and just crushed it. And it was just
Yeah, I
terrible.
couldn't hold back.
Yeah, I mean, a bet's a bet. It's got to be done. So that was
Yeah.
what we did before Morgan got there. Now I'm gonna go get some
There was
food.
that, and then there was another one. There was one
I don't remember
more.
what that one was. I don't remember.
There
what that
was,
one
it was, you had to go, and it was like in the middle of, there was snow on the ground, and here in Michigan, and so
Okay.
it was probably December-ish, and yeah, there was snow, and you had to go out and jump in the lake naked or something like that.
Oh, yeah, but I think I won that shot, right?
You did win that shot.
Oh, thank God. That would have been terrible. Okay. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go to. Ooh, skeleton. I'm gonna go get some food. My dinner is ready.
Skeleton.
Skeleton. And then when I return, we'll tell you. We'll explain what happened when Morgan arrived at his house. We'll go from there.
Yeah.
The story time will continue. So I'm back in business here. I have dinner in me. Enough food to carry. Oh my God, there's a creeper there. Carry on my story. So there we were. Morgan had showed up to his house, and he's like, "Hey, bro, you're just at my house." We're like, "Yeah, man, typical." So we're all dicking around, you know, doing bullshitty shit, and then you and I do one more game of pool.
Yes.
Same things apply. We throw another bet. We get down to the last shot, and it came down to I had to make a shot again. And this time we're like, "Oh, so what do we do?" And we struggled on it for a bit. And Morgan's like, "Oh, maybe you should eat that fish." And he had that pink fish, remember? The one that he
that was
hated?
an asshole. It was bullying all the other fish in the tank. So, and we had been trying to catch it for like close to like a month or two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was an asshole fish, and he's like, "You have to eat that fish," because he didn't want the fish around anymore. So there he was, getting ready to make the shot, really hoping that you would have to eat some fish, some live fish.
Yeah.
And there I was, failing at life and not making the shot. So after about, I'd say like 5 minutes of struggling to catch that little bastard demon hellspawn fish, we get him. And we put him in a little jug. And I don't know why I let you guys do it, but you filled it up with that same disgusting fish water in the fucking the cup. I don't
We
know
put
why.
it in a big Nalgene bottle just full of fish water along with this fish. But we didn't want the fish to feel like it was out of place or anything.
Yeah, because
We wanted it to be comforted in its last few minutes of life.
Because entering my internals is a comfort zone for the fish. God.
Yeah.
So there I'm just chugging away at this gross, disgusting, used fish water that was just nasty. And I get down to the fish and I just swallow it. I think we were recording this. Everybody's laughing, and someone had a video camera out recording this entire event.
Dude. I recorded it all. We made a video of it.
We did. You're not gonna see it on our channel because it's on Facebook. I think maybe we'll integrate it to the channel. We'll figure out.
Maybe.
Anyways, so there I ate that. I swallowed that fish. It was good. It wasn't good though. It was like all squirmy down my throat. I think I mentioned that I felt it like in my throat as it was going down.
Yeah.
So I swallowed this fish alive. So we're all laughing, we're all having a good time. Like, yeah, you won the bet. And then I'm just like, well, what if I just wanted to do like they do on Jackass and puke it up? And Morgan was like, "Dude, if you do this, you'll be like the coolest man ever." So I'm like, "Oh, if I need to be the coolest man ever, I mean, I can't say no." Do you realize where we are right now? Pause on the story.
We're underneath our cabin.
I walked a minute ago. I walked into the cave that we had mined before, so that's fantastic.
So much for not being in that cave.
Oh shit. Anyways, so they get a bucket out. I do the classic, finger in the throat thing, and I'm just plugging away trying to puke up this fish. And I throw up like 3 different times. And finally, we're puking, and I just stop. I'm like, what the fuck is that? There's this big bloody pulp in the bucket full of puke. And we come to conclusion, after we gave it some thought, we came to conclusion that, well, that was the fish. We had sat there so long before we puked it up that it just like dissolved and turned into muck in red. Bleh. It was nasty. It was really gross. It's about as gross as you can imagine. And at least I hope it was the fish, because if not, I got something really, really wrong with me, and I'm probably going to die.
Oh man, I never
So
get
that was a fun night.
Never get tired of that, dude.
Night. So, yeah, we just like extended a very short story into a long. But like, what else are we gonna do in the mines? I mean, like, miners' folktales down here. We just gotta share our stories with one another. I got the good old divine rod out, so I'm just like clicking on shit, trying to see if I can't find.
I should probably do that, but I'm not.
Ooh, guess what I just pinged?
Some diamond.
Some diamond. There's diamond this way.
There be diamond around these parts.
Oh, there's also uranium.
What's 2,000? Is that anything good?
That's gold.
2048?
That's gold.
Ooh, well, we need gold.
Gold is always good. That's 4 gold equal 1 diamond.
Really? 4
Yep.
blocks of gold or 4
4 gold ingots.
gold ingots? Wow.
And then
What the
2
hell is
uranium
gold at?
equal a gold nowadays. Aw, dude. Aw. I'm just mining away this diamond, and I thought the vein kept going on, but then part of the vein turned into nickelite. Shit.
Oh, man.
That was a
That's so
trickster.
sad.
A trickster move game. I gotta switch to my battle axe. My sword's about to break. So what other stories can we share? We have
I don't know, what other stories we got? What other stories
No,
we got, man?
We've got plenty of stories. We just need to think, man. We've had some stories.
We talk
know.
about that one time that I got sprayed with pepper spray?
Ooh, that's another video somewhere on the internet. I think it might be on.
That's another video
like,
on the
your,
internet. It's on my
your
shout out A Kitten MC YouTube channel. It's my personal page. So yeah.
So I'm
at
work.
Right, yeah, Matt's.
Yeah,
Matt's at
you
work
start
at
because
some point.
the story. Yeah, no, you take the story because you're the victim in the story. And the day this whole event starts before I even join the picture. So go ahead, start the day.
Yeah. So one day,
Once upon a time.
okay, so this kind of goes back a ways, but one day I was with one of my buddies, Sean. Shout out to Sean. We probably shouldn't use
Sean.
their real names. You should probably bleep out their names. And
Nope.
and
beep. Shout to beep. Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah.
Well, they'll never know their last
And-
name as long as we don't do last names. I mean, there's plenty of Sean's out there. Plenty
It's true.
of those. So we'll be fine. Carry
So
on.
anyways, we're pretty much the manliest of men that have ever existed. So we're trying to think of super dumb shit to prove that we're the manliest of men. And so I'm like, dude, I will let you pepper spray me.
Ooh.
And he thought it was a joke at first. And I was like, no. We're gonna go buy some pepper spray, and you're gonna spray me in the face with it. So
No.
that was set. So then one day, we go to our local pepper spray store, and
because we have one of those. We had one of those.
we get a thing of mace, and
Yeah, the store was called
as we're-
Maced. Just Maced.
Yeah, and as we're in Maced, we're in the checkout line, and we're about to leave, and we see this guy that I've never seen before walking up to us, and it just happens to be Matt. And I'm like, dude, and he's like, dude, and I'm like, we're gonna go spray me in the face with some mace. Do you want to come? And he's like, well, yeah, I just got out of work. That's like the best addition to my day ever. And
Yeah.
so
Pretty much was. Pause right there. So basically,
Yeah.
how I got to Maced, I got off work. I wasn't working at my place now, obviously, because I was in Michigan. And I'm like, man, I really need some Microsoft points. And Maced just so happens to also sell Microsoft points, which makes complete sense. I mean,
How
it's a
weird.
store called Maced. Yeah. So there I was, and ooh. I just got something. Anyways, so I'll explain that later. But anyways, something IRL happened to me. But anyway, so there I was. I'm at Mace buying Microsoft points, and then I'm like, oh my God, is that Nate and Sean and another friend of ours that we'll just protect her. We'll protect her name. We'll
Yeah.
rename her
she doesn't need to be
Woman.
tainted by the evil that is.
Woman.
You.
Yeah, we don't want
Anyways, yeah,
you.
Woman.
Yeah. So there's Nate and Woman and Sean. And I'm like, oh my God. And then he's like, hey, you want to go watch me get maced? And I'm like, well, this is the best edition of my day ever. Of course, I just got to work. And there it was. So
Yeah.
continue.
So So then I'm like, well, now we have someone recording, woman, someone spraying
Yep.
me in the face with pepper spray, Sean,
Yep.
and me getting sprayed in the face with pepper spray. So
Yep.
I'm like, well, we need a, plan B, this hurts a lot. Well, that's not plan B. We need a this hurts a lot, please spray me in the face with some coolant, man. And that's what
Some
Matt was.
water.
And I
Yeah.
know milk will neutralize the effects of a burn and blah blah blah. But I was being a man, and I didn't want it to be neutralized. I just wanted a little bit of relief, because even men, I mean, it's fucking mace.
Men take the
So
pain. They tank it.
so we get two huge ass bottles of water for Matt to double fist into my face, and then we head off to this nearby beach location. And it's like there's a little short walk through the woods before you get to the beach. So we're standing here in the woods, and we're like, shit's about to go down. And so we start up the recording. We read the packaging a little bit to get an understanding of how it works, and then
Right.
Sean just unleashes in my face.
He just.
Yeah,
He just
yeah. He
went
just
to
let it
town.
rip.
He didn't hold back. That's for
And
sure. He's like, "Should I do it?" You're like,
no,
"Yup,"
no,
and then he just
definitely
did it.
Yeah.
And that was that.
And then so it was a good, I don't know, like it imagine eating the hottest thing you've ever eaten and multiply it by like 10, and then imagine that
Right.
feeling in your eyes, all over your skin, in your nose, in your mouth, in your throat, like just terrible,
It
terrible,
just
terrible
is.
stuff. And so
Sounds
I
horrible.
was good. I was good for about I don't know, maybe not even 30 seconds. And I was taking it, and then I'm like, all right, this isn't gonna work. You're gonna have to. So Matt starts spraying me with water,
Yeah,
and
I give him the old double fister maneuver.
and it was good. Like, it felt good until the water stopped being there, and then it was really bad.
It's instantly bad.
So then after about a minute or two after the water happened, we run out of water, and then so it's time to strip down to my boxers and go jump in the lake that was just a few feet away because the burning was unbearable.
Right.
And then I swam around for a little bit, washed out
You
my
were out there forever,
everything,
dude. I don't know what a little bit
and
is to you,
then
but you was out there for so long.
I was out there for 15 minutes. That's not a long time.
Well, I guess it just seemed long because we're just laughing the entire time, and me, woman, and
Yeah.
Sean are just conversating about random things. We got off the topic of, you think he's doing okay? Yeah, he's fine. We're just like talking about life. Anyways, go on.
Yeah, why not? So, yeah, so I'm out there swimming around, and then finally the burning gets to a point where I can handle it, like, constant. And so I get out of the water, and we go home.
The
Yeah.
rest is history.
Yeah, so that was a good night for me.